Hi everybody, I thought I'd do a quick video just to let you know a couple of activities that we're going to be up to tomorrow. Please let us know if you find the videos useful and if there's anything particular you'd like us to talk about in the videos or mention, and we'll try and do that. So the first activity is a phonics activity, and what I have done is, using our book from yesterday, I have turned to the first page and I want to focus tomorrow on the red words, because what I've noticed is, for my little girl, she kind of knows some of her red words but not all of them, and she's also quite slow with her red words, so we're going to really practice our red words tomorrow. So what I've done is, on a piece of paper, I've just split it into sections, and on each bit I've written a different tricky word from the book. So I've just used the ones from this book. If you wanted to challenge your child further, you could get a couple of books and do a few more red words, but yeah, for me I just want to focus on the ones in this book because I don't think she's confident on them all. So I've written those down on these sheets of paper, and the game is going to be tricky word splat. So I'm then going to spread these words out across the floor. I've got a bean bag over here, but you don't have to use a bean bag. You could use anything really. You could use a ball, anything really that you could throw. If you've not got anything that you could throw, then you could get your child to jump on the words instead, or run round the words, or tig the words. There's lots of different ways you could do it without having to have a beanbag. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my daughter to stand back, or maybe even stand up higher on a chair or on the sofa, and then I'm going to get her to throw the beanbag, and whichever word it lands on, she would then have to say. That wasn't a very good example, let me do that again. So going to throw it down this way and said. And then she could throw it and then say it. And then maybe I might call out some of the words and then she would have to throw it to the words. So maybe this time I'm going to call out a word and I'm going to say I. And so she would have to then try and aim it at I. Hopefully better than I can do it. So that's the first activity that we're going to do tomorrow. And then the next activity is a number activity, and we are going to do creating repeating patterns. So I've got a pot of beads here and a pipe cleaner. But again, you could do this with anything. It might be some fruit when you're having a snack, if you've got, like, say, bananas and apples. You could do it with items from around the house. You could use cutlery, spoons, forks, knives. Anything really can be used to make repeating patterns. So what I would do with this is, I would probably start her off with quite a simple repeating pattern. So we might just do red, green, and then I would get her to finish it off. And then I might make it a little bit trickier. So then we might do blue, purple, purple, blue, purple, purple. And then I might make it trickier still, add in 3 colours. And then after we've done 3, I might then do 3 but with 1 repeating. So for example, I might do green, red, orange, green, red, orange. Using the beads is great because then it's also working on her fine motor skills, so building up those muscles in her fingers. And they're the 2 little activities I've got set up for tomorrow. We possibly might have a go at writing maybe a sentence. So I might tell her a simple sentence and get her to have a go at writing it if she fancies it. And then we'll obviously do a bit more reading of her book, and then other activities that I kind of went over yesterday in the timetable. One more thing I just wanted to share with you was, at the weekend we drew a rainbow that we've then stuck up in our window, and quite a lot of children around the country are doing this, just as a nice thing for them to look out for and as a bit of a positive message. So if you haven't already done this, it might be a nice thing to do with your child and stick in the window. I'll put a little link. There's a nice article about it on, I think it's the BBC News round. So I'll put a little link on the blog about that. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you.